Hello! I hope you're enjoying Lead 585 so far. As you know, the final assignment incorporates applying the Baldrige Criteria for performance excellence to an organization of your choice. In the previous recording, I posted about the final assignment. Overall details about the project were shared. This presentation is a deeper dive into the Baldrige Criteria in order to assist you in considering how you will apply it to the organization you choose. I hope you will find it helpful. I do urge you to reference the Baldrige Criteria for a framework to create the profile of the organization. You will find this very helpful guide on page 4 of the Baldrige Criteria. After you choose the organization for your final assignment, you will need to select the applicable criteria. You will find the Baldrige Criteria in the Assigned Reading area of Unit 6. Your next step is to review the Baldrige Criteria. Choose one of the three based on the organization: business, nonprofit, education, or healthcare. For the purpose of this presentation, I'm using the business nonprofit for the type of organization. The framework of your paper will include sections for each of the 7 criteria: leadership, strategic planning, customer focus, measurement, analysis, and knowledge management, workforce focus, operations focus, and results. Remember, your project also needs to include an abstract, introduction, the organizational profile, and a summarizing conclusion. Leadership. For this section, reflect on the leader of the organization you choose. Consider, what type of leadership style has he or she demonstrated? Is he or she an ethical leader? Is there evidence one way or another? Does the leader give back to his or her community? Is there evidence to support involvement? As you research, what else have you found about the leader to share for this section of the paper? Part 2, Strategic Planning. For this section, you will need to research and locate the strategic plan for the organization. Consider, is the plan current? How was the plan developed? How has it been implemented? Has the strategic plan made an impact on the organization? How has progress been measured? As you research, what else have you found about the strategic plan and its impact to share for this section of the paper? Part 3, Customer Focus. For this section, reflect on the role of the customer to the organization. Consider, how does the organization engage and build relationships with customers? Are there processes in place to receive customer feedback? How is customer information used to improve the organization? As you research, consider what else you have found about the role of the customer to the organization to share in your paper. Part 4, Measurement, Analysis, and Knowledge Management. For this section, reflect on how the organization you selected gathers, analyzes, manages, and uses data for improvement. Consider, what type of data is used? Who uses the data? How is the organization using data to improve overall performance? As you research, consider what else you have found about data analysis to share in this section of the paper. Part 5, Workforce Focus. For this section, reflect on how the organization focuses on their workforce. Consider, how does the organization assess their workforce needs? How does the organization recruit and retrain and retain employees? How are employees rewarded or motivated? How does the organization develop employees for advancement? As you research, share what else you have found about the organization's focus on their workforce needs. Area 6 is operations focus. For this section, reflect on the overall operations of the organization. Consider, what is the management structure of the organization? Is it clear who is in charge? Are you able to locate emergency plans, or maybe an example of how the organization has handled an emergency, or at least an unexpected situation? Do you believe the structure of the organization supports success and sustainability? Why or why not? As you research, I hope you will share what else you have found about the operation of the organization in this section of the paper. The final area is results. For this section, reflect on the organization's results. Consider the areas of product process outcomes, customer-focused outcomes, workforce-focused outcomes, leadership governance outcomes, and financial market outcomes. These topics can be subheadings for this section of the paper. As you research, I hope you will share what else you have found about the overall results of the organization. Next steps. Review the 7 Baldrige Criteria. I hope this presentation has helped you understand the Baldrige Criteria and using it as a framework for your final paper. Now is the time to begin the project and take steps towards completion on time. After reviewing the criteria, reflect on each criteria and how it applies or could apply to the organization. In your paper, create a section for each criteria. Provide examples. Consider further research. Remember to include a strong introduction and a summarizing conclusion. If you're interested in learning more about the Baldrige Criteria, I've included some links to YouTube videos. They are short, yet helpful. I hope you found this presentation helpful. Remember, I'm here to assist you. Email, phone, text, whatever works. Reach out. Let me help you. Thank you for your participation and focus in the class. I hope you found this presentation helpful.